With a look at the French press. Hello, Nick, and you're going to start us off with the left-wing paper Libération.
Hello, Claire, and hello, everybody. Libération has a headline, Train d'enfer. I can show that to you right away there. No picture as such, but there you can see that the train of hell. 80 dead in Galicia in northern Spain, dozens injured. Now, the paper Libé is saying that the Spanish government now has to ensure total transparency in the investigation to ensure that travellers regain confidence in rail, Claire.
And of course, this story is dominating all the front pages.
Well, this is also the front story page there. You can see Le Figaro has got that picture there of that accident, which has been seen on CCTV footage, hasn't it? We've got CCTV cameras that were in place, and it is possible to see those pictures online, and that is very much the pictures we're seeing all over the world press, in fact, not just in the French press. Now, the headline there, Spain in shock. One of the drivers has been placed under surveillance. He's not in police detention. That title there, Spain in shock, is exactly the same one that we see on the front page here of Aujourd'hui-en-France, l'Espagne sous le choc. There you can see that front page. And what does it show? It shows a rescue worker taking a young woman, a young girl away out of the scene of the accident. Now, that paper too is looking at what people have experienced directly in this crash, and it talks to a survivor, Anna Belém, in its inside pages, and it says that she came out from the accident feeling, well, oh, I am lucky to be alive. And then in the hours that followed, when she saw the scale of what had happened, she concluded it was not luck, Claire, it was a miracle. So that story there, giving a sort of really moving testimony of what people have experienced. Les jambes tombaient l'un sur l'autre. People fell over each other in the carriage that she was in.
And another, just to move on, another story that's getting a lot of coverage, the gunning down of the opposition leader in Tunisia.
Well, that is MP Mohamed Brahmi. He's a secular left leader. He was shot by gunmen outside his home on Thursday yesterday. Now, this has been another assassination to add to the one that we saw in February. Libération is headlining Tunisia assassinated a second time. Now, the February assassination was Chokri Belaid. He was killed in February, also outside his home. Back then, that sparked a political crisis in Tunisia, which is run by the moderate Islamist Ennahda party, as we know. The paper, Libération, talks to one protester in Tunis, Cheida, who is a teacher, and she says, who else but Ennahda could have had any interest in killing Brahmi, the one that was killed on Thursday. Another protester saying Tunisians now must do exactly what the Egyptians did. They must rise up and oust their Islamist government. Important to stress that it is the moderates in control, moderate Islamists in control in Egypt, in Tunisia at the moment.
And of course, there was huge chaos after the killing, political turmoil after the killing of Belaid 5 months ago. And Mali too is in the papers with the first round of its presidential elections this Sunday.
Well, I'm going to stick with Libération, which has an excellent story about one aspect of the country that does not come out so much because we're concentrating all the time on security concerns with the French intervention in January and what's happened since then. There you can see the headline, La corruption, l'autre défi, corruption, the other challenge. Now, that paper has specific questions. What about 60 new vehicles that the Prime Minister and President's office has got in Mali? What about a government sell-off of property in central Bamako? What about the fibre optic contracts in the country? So it's going through various questions. It says these actually are the questions about corruption that Malians are asking in meetings, in political meetings for this election, which is the first round of the presidential vote is this Sunday, isn't it, Claire?
Indeed. Nicholas RUSHWORTH, thank you very much for that review of the press. And there's more news in just a few minutes' time here on France 24, so don't go away. Stay tuned to France 24.